I want to talk about something that I think relates to stereotypes in America, especially in the context of relationships. Now, I've seen it multiple times in real life. I've seen it multiple times in fiction, which again is where I attribute this stereotype. In short, there is a conservative man, as conservative as can be. He's just completely on the right of the political spectrum. And what does he see with his pretty little eye? A beautiful woman. But there's one little teeny tiny problem about their relationship going in. That is, she's liberal. She is to the far left. And one of two things happens. They either put their differences aside and the man goes into service and again, she pretends to be conservative when she's really not, but whatever. And afterward, it's either that or the guy just converts her too. And I've seen it in real life as well. I know several people who I've seen just again people who are liberal that are women with conservative men, and 9 times out of 10, I would say they don't seem to butt heads on political issues. They usually don't talk about it or speak about it. And I guess I just get so annoyed with stereotypes because I really think I defy most of those with my views. But for the life of me, I can't see how. I guess what just confuses me is that I've never seen it the other way around in fiction, in real life, in anything. So a good example would be that, say, both of my parents, for example, they both support same-sex marriage. I'm not sure of the rest of their political views, but they seem to align, and that's kind of what I'm trying to get at right now. They either have the same views, and that's fine. Again, similarities can be a good thing, and generally are a good thing. You want someone who has some type of commonality with you. But my problem comes from the fact that we have media that perpetuates this thing of women. Do you want the weak little liberal guy? Or do you want the strong, rough and tough conservative? And I'm not saying that it should be reversed. We should say conservatives are weak because they're not as a majority, but neither are liberal men as a majority. You have some on both sides that probably do fit into that category of being wimpy, but that shouldn't be because of their ideology. It should be because of some individual character trait that they perpetuate in their actual life, such as showing some type of cowardice through the way they live. And I think that's really problematic when you have a culture that is telling people this is the way a man should be. And I already spoke about this in the masculinity video I put out I think 2 weeks ago, a week ago, somewhere, some span of time of that nature. But it really befuddles me because I've seen so many people in real life that are females say, "Hey, I was with this guy, and he supported this Republican candidate, and I was for the Democratic candidate, and we just couldn't get along." But again, my whole thing is why. Like, I just feel it perpetuates the stereotype, and I really am for breaking stereotypes. I mean, if if only you knew, just the random viewer of this video, how much I'm into trying to stop things from seeming as if they are one way when they really are not, or trying to defy someone's idea or an ideal that was set forth that society has just tried to ram down my throat as fact or how people should be. I don't believe that. And just lastly, in concluding this, my hand right here, I also can't seem to comprehend how there's almost a backwards mentality to it. They go, "Oh, why is the woman manly and the dude's feminine? Because he's liberal and she's conservative." I don't believe that. I don't think that would happen. I think what it is that you have a man who might feel more empathy or might just feels something different from the woman, as is the case with conservative men and liberal women that are in relationships. It's the same thing, except reversed in what they stand for. But at the end of the day, it still comes from a place of how one feels. And I think that's part of the problem. We have to stop acting as if someone that doesn't have the same views as us is some type of monster or heathen. It's problematic for society. And I'm seeing it every single day on both sides, but I've already made a video about that. I'm not going to regurgitate it. I'm going to move on and just wrap this video up by just thanking you for watching it. And I know I've rambled a little bit and gone off topic and completely delved out of the subject at hand. And now you'll never want to watch anything else I put out ever again, because this was so terrible and so awful and horrible and just horrendous to endure. But nonetheless, thank you for watching anyway, and have a good day.